evening, Chairman, Commissioners. I'm Judy Jones, 335 North 8 Mile. I looked at your rules of civility. For the most part, I agree with pretty much all of it. I think this was done with well intentions. The only parts that I'm going to have trouble with is like this second one. Each speaker will only be allowed to speak one opportunity. Okay, now say you got 4 things on the agenda, and I want to talk about all 4 of them, so I have to pick one and then never get back up again. And then secondly, if I speak first, which normally I usually do, and then questions for me come up later, I wouldn't be allowed to come back to the podium.
On a single issue, you would only be allowed to speak once.
Okay, now that right there tells me that this is more to hinder my free speech, to hinder anyone's ideas of maybe giving you some suggestions on something else that goes with that. It goes down the road of my constitutional rights to speak at a public meeting. So you might want to rethink that one, because if I have to push it, I will. Secondly, the only other one that I thought was real kind of was the 3-minute deal. Now, also the grandstanding thing. If I hadn't brought my lawyer in to speak for that 24 minutes, we'd have a natural expansion doctrine on everyone in this county. Okay, so I was doing a public service, and that's what I do, is I get up here and these people come to me from my little area, because, you know, everybody's got their own. Pavick's got his area, folks that talk to him, Kittlewine, you know, Bentley, all of them, everybody. So my little area comes to me and says this, and they're like, grandstanding. So you can turn around and say, okay, Mr. Tyler, you can talk for 25 minutes because I like what you're saying. But Ms. Jones, I'm going to shut you off at 3 because I don't like what you're saying. Okay, that again hinders my ability to express myself in a public forum. And I've not been known to be aggressive, but I am a very outspoken person. And anybody who knows me knows I don't tell a lie. I tell it like it is. I don't sugarcoat it. The personal attacks, this Commissioner, you were inappropriate with that with Mr. McDowell. He has belittled people in public meetings. I have video after video of it. He's called my husband a sore thumb. Mr. Opella called my husband a hillbilly junk collector in these public meetings. So if you're going to ask these from me and these guys, you need to check yourselves too. That's my point on that.
And to that, I would say, my statement was, I have not seen these gentlemen in the 2 years I have been here make any such statements.
Okay. That's your point of view. That's your point of view because that's what you got. But I can tell you it's wrong. Okay. I don't know where this came from, and I can only guess that somebody got their butts chewed somewhere and was upset about it. I think you need to go back and change number 2, 3, and 7, and at least go into a little bit of explanation on it, of what it does and doesn't mean, because this is the only people that know about this, and maybe a little bit article in the newspaper. Anybody else who shows up 6 months from now or a year from now won't have a clue of what it means. So if you're going to put this in the resolution, I suggest you add some stuff to it, some wording to it, so that people do understand it. And I guess that's it for me, but I would have liked to have seen this go by as an amendment and put to the public for their opinions on this before somebody just went ahead and wrote this. Again, I feel like this is to shut up activists and people who get up here and speak for others, you know, because they're afraid of retaliation, so they'll put some of us up to it. I mean, you can't do nothing more than me. I'm good to roll. With that, I'll close, give it to somebody else, and try to stay under that 3 minutes.
Any questions?
Mr. Speaker, I like calling you Mr. Speaker. No, Mr. Chairman, I have a question for you, if I may. If an individual, if he or she needs more than 3 minutes, are you going to be cutting them off?
chairman's sole discretion. And
So
if
answer the
someone
question.
has an issue to present that is obviously going to take 5 or 10 minutes, and we know it up front, we'll just say, you've got 5 minutes, you've got 10 minutes. It's that simple.
So you won't necessarily be cutting them off.
And that's what the opening paragraph says, that
Okay.
the chairman's sole discretion.
Now, as elected official, us 5 up here, do we have the right, if we want to hear from somebody for the second time?
That's what I mean.
You know,
Again,
for a
you
point
can-
of information.
You can ask the chairman for permission for that. Okay? And then again, it's at the chairman's sole discretion. That's not just me, that's anybody.
I just wanted to
Chairman
know.
going forward, or should the vice chairman have to sit in while the chairman's gone? At his discretion at that time. Okay? Any further public comments?